Hello friends, this is our recap number 7, and in this case, in this session, we are going to understand how to solve the questions with the help of properties which we have done till now. Okay, so one questions I am going to take out. For example, if we want to if suppose you wish to do this type of question, if say it is NCERT question, and it's of class 6th. Okay, class 6 question it is, and in NCERT it is say exercise 2.2 is there, and I have taken one question from there so that you will be able to understand and you can relate why the properties are done in these cases. So let us take one example. Say if you are having a question, one of the question is there 837 plus 208 and plus 363. Now you can see, yeah, we are having here three of the numbers, right? We are given with three numbers. What type of property we can apply here so that we can get easy solution of this? If we are going to add, in this case, if we are going to add, suppose 837 plus 208, then what we are going to do, we will just go on adding these two unit places numbers first, right? So it will give you, though it is easy, but still if you see, it is a little tedious. Okay, you feel like, we have to add, some students will add on fingers, some students will start thinking what it is going to give, some students will do like this. Okay, so to avoid this type of addition, what we can do, we have to just check which unit places are easier to combine. So we will see here that this 7 and this 3, the unit place of this 7 and the unit place of this number, these two are easier to combine and they will give a number which is multiple of 10. Okay, which is multiple of 10. You can see that 7 plus 3 is giving you what? 7 plus 3 is giving you 10. Okay, so the numbers of such types like 7 plus 3, 10, or 6 plus 4, 10, or 3 plus 6, 3 plus 7, already we have done here 10. Okay, 2 plus 8, 10, right? 1 plus 9, 10. Okay, then you can take any other number, 5 plus 5, 10. Okay, so we should give preference to grouping these numbers. We should give preference to grouping these numbers at unit places. So if we are going to add these two numbers together, so we are going to group them together. Now what, for grouping we have to use two of the properties. First of all, we have to shift this number to this place and this to this place. It means we are going to use commutative property here. Okay, we have to interchange the places. So in this case, you simply can do what? 837, let it be as such, plus just change this place to here and this number to here. So your 363 will come this side, 363, and then you are having 208 to this side. Now, as I have told you that you have to add, you have to check the unit places. Here, unit places, when you were checking, you can see 3 plus 8 is not giving you 10. But yes, 7 plus 3, this and this is giving you 10, isn't it? So, you have to group them together. Bring them together, it will be easier to add such numbers. Rather than finding 7 and 8 easier, you can see that 7 plus 3 will be more easier to add. That is why you should group these numbers together. And here comes the associative property. First of all, what here you have done, you have changed this number to this and this to this. So your by what property you have done this? By commutative property. So you can write it here as commutative, by commutative law or property. Okay, and then in the next step, what you are going to do, you have taken these two numbers together, you have grouped them, you have associated them together. So now add on, you will see that this 7 plus 3 is what? 10. Then you are having carry 1, this is 6, and 3 plus 1 is 4, 6 plus 4 you are getting again 10, correct? Again you are getting 1, carry, right? Okay, now 1 plus 3 is, you can say 9, and 9 plus 3, that is what? You are going to get what? It is 12. So you are getting easier way out here. You will be able to find, though in doing right now you feel like, oh my god, how confusion it is, but it is not so. If you are going to do the practice of these type of numbers, definitely you will be able to add such numbers, and you will be able to group them very properly, so that you can get easy numbers, easy solutions very easily. Now it is 1200, and then this is 208. It will be more easier to add these two numbers, isn't it? These two you have added, you are getting 1200. You can see zero zeros are coming out. Whenever the numbers are ending with zero zeros, it is more easy to add them up. Okay, so you can see here it is 1200 and this is 208. Thus, in the next step you can write, and here what law you will use here, why you have got this 1200, because of the grouping of these two numbers. So it was done by associative law, by associative property. Now you can understand that how we are using the properties here. Okay, so here what answer you are getting, it will be 8, 0, 4 and 1, 1408. It will be very easily, you can find 8 plus 0, 8, 0 plus 0, 0, 2 plus 2, 4 and 1 is already there. This is the solution which you are going to get. So this is how we can use the commutative law and the associative law. Though we are doing our solutions, but we don't understand where we are using these properties. This is how we use the properties, and we don't understand also that we have used that property only. Okay, so this is how we are doing the solutions. Now let us take, this was one example of associative property and commutative property. I'll just give another example. Say if of multiplication, this was of addition, this was the case of addition. Okay, now let me give you an example of, say, multiplication, where you need associative law. Okay, so let me give you another example. So let us take an example for multiplication, where we can apply associative property, or where we can do suitable rearrangement and we can find the solution. So this again is taken from NCERT book, CBSE board, NCERT class 6, and the question is, say you are given with a question, say 2 into 1768 into 50. Okay, suppose you are having these three numbers. Since the numbers are 3, so you have to apply any of the property like associative or distributive. Since we are not here having any of the addition symbols, it means distributive property is not required. You only need associative property to find the solution to this type of question. Now you can see here that you are having one number here, this is 2, and then a bigger number is there, and then 50. You can see that any two numbers which you are going to choose first. Suppose you feel like this is 2, we can very easily multiply with this and we will get the answer. But more easy is what? Find out that first. So if you are going to club this with this number, that means if you multiply 2 with 50, if you group these two numbers first and then you multiply this, it will be more easier for you to find the solution. Let us try to see this. Say, if you are going to group them, so it will be what? 2 is as such, into, just change these places. So again, by using commutative property, you can just interchange the places of these two. This will go here and this will come here. So it is 50 and then 1768 will go here. Okay, by what? By commutative property. Okay, then secondly, what you will do, you just take these two numbers first and group them together. Why you are going to do this to these two numbers why you are going to take these two numbers together? Because you will get again the multiplication in terms of, you are going to get the value in terms of multiples of 10. You can see that 2 5s are 10 and you are getting here 100, isn't it? So it is more easier, you are getting multiples of 10. You can see that the number ending here is with 0, right? And then you are having 1768. into 1768, which is more easier for you to multiply, because you know that any number when multiplied with the multiples of 10, there is no such hard thing there, because simply you can write, since here the numbers are 0 0 and here it is 1, so simply what you will do, you will simply write this number as such. You will note down this number as such, and how many zeros are there, count and write. You are getting 17,6800. That means 1,76,800. This is your answer. There was nothing to multiply, isn't it? You can take another example also. Let me take another example. Say I'm taking question number F of the same exercise, exercise 2.2. This is exercise 2.2. Question number F. Question 2F. Okay. Say you are having 125 into 40 into 8 and into suppose you are having 25. Now find out, there are 4 numbers here, more than 3 numbers as I told you, then here we are given with 4 numbers. You have to group in such a way that it will be more easier for you to get the numbers in terms of multiples of 10. 0 zeros, if more zeros are there, it will be more easier for you. So find out which numbers are going to give you more zeros, right? So you can see here, if you take these two together and these two together, you can see 4 is there and this is 25, and we know that 25 with 4 gives you 100. So if we take these two numbers together and these two numbers together, let us see what we are getting. How to group? Just check. 4 into 25. See, 4 into 25 is 100. Similarly, 125 into 8 is 1000. So these numbers are easy to remember and you can group them together to get the solutions very easily. Rather than multiplying 125 with 4, then 8 with 25, if you are going to take these two simple, it will be more hard for you, or it is going to take more time of yours. Rather than that, simply use your commutative property and associative property, group them together. Say this number 125 is to be grouped with 8, let 8 to be here and this to be here. So 40 into 25. Now these two together, group them together. It will be easier for you to get the answer here. Since we know that 125 into 8 is equal to 1000, you are getting here 1000 into, and here 4, since you are having 1 0 here, let it be 0, and 4 into 25 is what? 4 into 25 is 100. You are getting here 100. So you are getting 1000 here. Now both the numbers are 1000 and 1000. It is so easy for you to calculate these two numbers. Simply you have to count the number of zeros and you will write down 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 zeros. Your answer is ready. Understood how to do? That is why we are using the properties, we are learning the properties just to manage the solutions, to find out the calculations in easy ways. Okay. So here also we have used what? We have used here by commutative property. We have interchanged the places, and here what we have done, we have clubbed them together. So here we have used associative property. Okay, and here you are getting the answer itself. Understood? Here also we have used by associative property. We are getting the answer because we are clubbing them and then we are getting here 100. Okay, so it was associative property, because of which we have grouped them together. I hope now you are understanding. One more example I am going to take. It is of distributive property. Okay, so I will be taking another example for distributive property. So I have written here one question, and it is question number 3 and part C of exercise 2.2 of NCERT book. Okay, class 6. Right, in this question you can see again here you have to observe, you have to use here, you have to find the value here, and applying the property you have to find the value, right? You have to find the value. And now since this type of question is there, you have to apply which property first. You have to choose the property. You can see that you are having two parts in it. You can see that there is one minus sign in between and there are into multiplication signs in between, right? Also you can see that if we see from this sign, if we check the numbers, you can see that we are having two groups here. Can you see? This is one group and this is another group. So club them, just put the bars over them. Okay, you are having two groups. Now out of this first group, and out of this second group, if you can see, if you are going to observe carefully, you can see that something is common in both. Can you see something is common in both? You can see that this number and this number, these two numbers are common. It means from this group and from this group, you can take out these two numbers as common. Let us take it out. इस ग्रुप में भी 81265 है और इस ग्रुप में भी 81265 है ना? तो जहाँ पे माइनस साइन लगा है, हम पहले उसको राउंड अप कर देंगे और उसके बाद सेपरेट करेंगे कि कौन से हमारे पास दो ग्रुप्स अवेलेबल हैं. अब जो दो ग्रुप्स अवेलेबल हैं उनमें से हम पहले फाइंड आउट करेंगे कि क्या कॉमन है. हमारे पास कॉमन क्या गिवन है? 81265 ये गिवन है, ये हमने कॉमन ले लिया, ये दोनों में से कॉमन लिया. अब हमारे पास क्या बच रहा है इस ग्रुप में? पहला ग्रुप जो है इसमें हमारे पास बच रहा है 169. वी आर रिमेनिंग विथ 169. देन साइन इज देयर, साइन इज रिमेनिंग, एंड व्हाट एल्स इज रिमेनिंग? 69 इज रिमेनिंग फ्रॉम द सेकेंड ग्रुप. सेकेंड ग्रुप का 69 बच रहा है. क्या क्या बचा हमारे पास? फर्स्ट ग्रुप में से 169 बचा, हमने इसको लिखा, यहाँ पे उतार लिया. फिर माइनस बचा, हमने माइनस भी लिखा, और 69 था, इसको भी हमने नोट डाउन कर लिया. Now it will be more easier for you to find out what we have done here. We have simply taken out the common out of the two groups. We have identified the two groups. पहले तो हमने आइडेंटिफाई किया, दो ग्रुप्स को पहले आइडेंटिफाई करना है, फिर उसमें से कॉमन निकालना है, और जो बचेगा उसे हमें ब्रैकेट के अंदर डाल देना है, लिख देना है. Now you can see it is so very easy to subtract these two numbers, isn't it? 169 minus 69, simply you are getting 100, है ना? 169 में से 69 माइनस किया, यहाँ से 69 माइनस कर लो आप, यहाँ से 69 माइनस हो गया, 9 में 9 0, 6 में 6 गया 0, 1 का 1 रिमेन, that means 100. So again you can see it is so easy to multiply. Since this is in bracket, it means both are multiplying. It means 81265, और ये तो 100 है, multiple of 10 है. Simply हमने दो जीरो इसके साथ लगा देने हैं, and you are getting the solution here. Understood? So very easy na? This is distributive property. This is distributive property which we are using here, which we are applying here. What was done here? It was that this number was distributed over two numbers. Can you see? ये नंबर जो है 81265 ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड था, दोनों पे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो रहा था. 169 के साथ भी ये मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है और 69 के साथ भी मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है. दैट इज वाई वी आर यूजिंग हियर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव प्रॉपर्टी, एंड वी हैव जस्ट टेकन द कॉमन, वी हैव कॉम्पैक्टेड इट इनटू द फॉर्म ऑफ कॉमन, वी हैव टेकन आउट द कॉमन, एंड वॉट एवर numbers are remaining, the left out numbers are written in one bracket, and it is so very easy to work out with them. I hope now you have understood how to apply these properties in the questions, and it must be clear to you. Thank you.